bloody move on. And in today's incredibly topical show, let's do this.
This is the new V8 Vantage.
Hurry up!
And as the smallest, punchiest, sportiest car in the Aston lineup, it's fast too.
Go! 0 to 60 takes 3.5 seconds. You're not going to be embarrassed by 911 Carreras. Yeah, baby! Oh my God! Oh my word! Get your margin wrong, man. Oh, yeah! Oh, here we go, here we go. Oh, for God's sake. This really is genius. Go, go! Top speed, 195.
But here's the thing. Aston...
They just didn't feel as well made or...
Let's do this.
Yeah, in an AMG, this engine doesn't make...
Vantage handles corners.
So, let's see what's what. We're off. Built on an all-new chassis, a shorter version of the one under the DB11. And it's the first Aston Martin to be fitted with an electronic diff. A very expensive but very valuable weapon of war. Oh, for God's sake. Then we come to the engine. It's a 4-litre. Yeah, it works.
It's a bloody move on.
In the past, you could buy an Aston and love...
Hurry up! Here we go! Let's find how fast Abby can get one. around the Ebola drone. Already we're at the drop down into your name here. Cutting it wide for old lady's house, working away there at that unusual and frankly stupid square steering wheel, keeping it neat round there, and now the short squirt down to substation. Cross the line.
It's exciting.
It does. It's like an old-fashioned racing car, moving around.
The old days.
It's a good-looking lap, that. Right, let's find out where it ended up on our lap board, shall we? Here we go. Look at exactly the same speed as a 911 GT3 RS.
Yeah, and when you think the Aston doesn't have a massive wing and scaffolding in the back, that is pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah, but never mind that. Look, it's no faster than a BMW.
Get a bloody move on.
Now, this year marks the 50th
Let's do this.
Now, these men were generally of a type. They were
Get out of the way.
the Corvette, America's premier sports car.
No! Yes, John Glenn, holder of supersonic flight records and the first American to orbit the Earth, wrote this. This is just brilliant. Oh no! Yes, come on, come on. Big love in between the American astronaut and the Corvette started with Alan Shepard, the first American in space in 1961. And on his safe return to Earth, he was given a free Corvette by General Motors, a sort of medal for services to the country.
Hurry up! Here we go!
And when I say Corvette,
Get out of the way.
The first person to set foot somewhere other than the Earth. Full throttle. Right then, let's go. The first person to set foot somewhere other than the Earth. Away. Get faster. Go. The owner of this car, when he realised what it... The first person to set foot somewhere other than the Earth.
Forward. Go!
The owner of this car, when he realised what it was he'd found, decided not to restore it. He would leave it exactly as it was. He would just do enough to make it run. So he hasn't done the paint, he hasn't replaced bits in here. This is all exactly as he found it. There's patina on the bonnet there. There's a scuffed bit on the door. It's real. Hello, Rev Count.
Let's do this. Here we go! Anyway, that's enough about space now. Hurry up! You see out of, because the windows are made from glass. And all the controls fall easily to hand because they're on the dashboard or the steering wheel rather than under the carpet in the boot. Go. Look at that for a tiny line. Oh, dearie me. No! Oh, for God's sake. That'll do.
But you may be wondering, what makes it so special? Well, to find out, I've decided to break the test down into segments so that all the important questions can be answered. To find out, we've come here to the banked milk.
Get a bloody move on.
Speed. And here we go.
Go. Hurry up! Have a go a bit faster. But can you do better? Okay, what I've done now is hooked up to the back end of a Bentley Bentayga. Now this is a... Let's do this. So that should mean I go faster. Let's find out. Go. Get on with it. It's like being in Bluebird. My only worry is that I just saw a single magpie, and it is Friday the 13th as I do this. So now I'm going to ease out of this dangerous situation. Here we go!
If space is smaller than the aircross, then the answer is no.
Oh, God. Oh!
The space is smaller than the air cross, then the answer is no.
No.
And with that sorted out, it's time for one of the most important tests a little car can face. If the space is smaller than the air cross, then the answer is no.
Good. Oh, no. No!
And with that sorted out, it's time for one of the most important tests. If the space is smaller than the air cross, then the answer is no.
No. Oh, my God.
And with that sorted out, it's time for one of the most important tests a little car can face. If the space is smaller than the air cross, then the answer is no.
Good.
And with that sorted out, it's time for one of the most important tests a little car can face.
To find out, I've... Hurry up! It's Booty McBoatface. It's out of the way. I, however, disagree. Let's do this! Go. I, however, disagree. Let's do this! Go. Oh, Christ, there's some elasticity in that rope. Ooh, hello. Why is it going? Get a bloody move on.
With the rope reattached,
Here we go! Go. 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 the power and strength of the Citroen. That is Boaty McBoatface admit. Get a bloody move on. Let's do this. Get out of the way. Let's do this. Go. All around the world, police forces normally have pretty good cars. The Americans have Crown Vics, Germans have BMs, Italians have Alphas. But France has always been a bit of a burgling free-for-all because... Hurry up! I caught up with them. Oh, heavens! Oh, here we go! It was beginning to seem that despite... Get a bloody move on! Matters on a job like this is traction. Go. And that's where this knob down here comes in. It engages something called the grip control system, and that sounds like a gimmick, but it isn't. Oops. Oh! Whoa! Yes, look at the little Citroen clawing away. Let's do this. I am zooming up here. Get out of the way here. Christ, if I go over the edge now. There we go. Oh, dearie me. Finally, the border moved into view. Let's do this. So there we are. Faster. Here we go!
Is there not something... OK, the Vauxhall, is it...
Get a bloody move on. Yes, I have, and on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.